Only by solving hard problems do you really learn. Now let's look at this. Simplify 2 to the x squared, which is 2 to the x squared, equals 1 over x. What does that equal? First, make sure you understand. 2 to the x squared and open parenthesis 2 to the x close parenthesis squared are not the same thing. You need to be clear about this. If the parentheses are here, then what does it equal? It equals 2 to the power of 2x, right? This is as it is. This is a whole. You have to pay attention to that. You need to be careful when solving problems. Since it's a whole, what comes to my mind first is the substitution method. Let's just suppose x squared equals t, treating it as a whole, okay? Then doesn't the original expression become 2 to the power of t equals what? Doesn't this become the square root of t? Look, if you set x squared equal to t, then x is just the square root of t, right? Okay, so what do we do next? Everyone, here we have a t, and this square root of t, shouldn't we get rid of the square root first? How do we get rid of the square root, everyone? Square both sides. If you square both sides, doesn't that get rid of the square root, right? So what does this side become? 2 to the power of t squared. Isn't that 2 to the power of 2t? That's just multiplying the exponents, which is a basic rule of exponents. You need to know that. And on this side, doesn't it become 1/7 squared, right? Okay, so what do we do at this step? Some students already know. The isomorphism method. Move the t to one side. Either put all the t's on the left or all on the right. So what should we do? Everyone, I've talked about this before. Take both sides to the power of 1 over t at the same time. Look, if you take this side to the power of 1 over t, doesn't the t get eliminated? Now, 2t multiplied by 1 over t becomes what? When you multiply the 2, what do you get? 2, right? Isn't it 2 squared? Everyone, do you understand this reasoning? Then what does it equal? T to the... Now, a lot of students say, at this step, I get it. Isn't 1/7 just equal to 2? But isn't this inconsistent? It's equal to 2, it's equal to 2. In other words, 1 over t equals 2. So what is t? T equals 1/2, t equals 1/2. What we're calculating is what is x to the x, everyone. If t equals 1/2, that means it's 1/2. So what is x? Isn't x equal to plus or minus the square root of 2 over 2? Right, isn't it plus or minus the square root of 2 over 2? But can it be negative? You need to be careful and try it out yourself. If you substitute a negative value in, it doesn't work. This side definitely has to be positive, right? It can't be negative here, so there's only one answer. The square root of 2 over 2. Try substituting it in yourself. I won't do it here. You can do it on your own.